for me, my higher power, like I encounter my higher power through my relationships with other people, whether they're total strangers or people I know and love, or people I know and maybe don't love. Um, and I don't have to get comfortable with the unknowing, right? With the not, with the unknown. And I don't know how service will change me. I don't know how conversations will go. I don't know um, how my actions are received. And so when I put myself out there and be of service, even in the smallest way, big way, small way, um, I am changed and I am participating in life. And I said the other day, like, my life does not need all that much input from me. Um, I firmly believe that, and it's taken me years to, this is a process, it's a process. But if I can get out of my own way and be of service and helpful, then I am putting the principles of the program into action. Um, because how many times do I think something should be one way, and I'm on the committee, and then I show up, and it turns out everybody else has a different plan, and they've already agreed on it, and and then I just have to stand back and go, you know what? Okay, I'm along for the ride. Let's see how this works out. Not like a let's see how this works out, but just like okay, maybe I don't know everything. I certainly didn't know how to get sober. Like I just sort of accidentally ended up in AA and then found hope. Like for one split second, decided that I wasn't the smartest person in the universe and that I might want to live for another day, maybe just for this moment. Um, and then years pass and it's amazing. So it's a real privilege to be here. So that's all I have. Thanks so much. I'll take another 24.
Thanks, Jenny. Appreciate you. Morning, Joseph.
Hey, good morning, Jill. Thanks for calling on me. I like this reading. In in my experience, like you were saying, when I was drinking, I wasn't really of much service to anyone. I did serve, but it did have a selfish purpose to it. And I guess in that sense, I still served. So that's something. I was able to function um, somewhat at a minimal level. But the kind of service that is described in the steps and in the program of Alcoholics Anonymous is a different kind. And Bill Wilson touches on this, which I find um, really insightful. That it's an outgoing love, meaning that it doesn't have any. This is what he says in the Grapevine article, Emotional Sobriety. It's an outgoing love. He called it adult love that has no expectation of return, and that is the way in which we serve. And he said the benefit to us is that when we love people in this way, we avail ourselves of God's love for us. And he was reflecting on the St. Francis prayer about why it's better to give than to receive. And I think that in on in the Vision for You, which is the last chapter of the recovery section of the Big Book, he talks about the purpose of the fellowship. And he says, well, if I give up drinking, then where am I going to go? Like I used to go to bars to get fellowship and hang around with people, and alcohol was what I